This is Josh, Tolley, take 2.
See, when we're in school, we have this massive dream, right? We want to be missionaries in Uganda, or we want to have a nice house in Italy, whatever the dream is. But we have this massive dream. And then as we grow up, by the time we graduate high school, we now tell our kids, well, what major do you want to study? Or what's your aptitude test say? Or some absolutely crazy system that then limits that dream. Because if God gave you the dream, and then all of a sudden the aptitude test says, well, you're going to be in hotel management. Well, hotel management can't fund that dream. Hotel management can't have the freedom for that dream in terms of time and people. So we actually are limiting the children as they're growing older, and then we wonder why right now more Christians will actually declare bankruptcy than graduate from college. We wonder why 7,000 churches a year are getting foreclosed on. We wonder why the number one argument in a family is money, and it's never the abundance of. It's always the lack of. Well, because we're doing it backwards. So that's kind of where we start when we educate adults on how to be entrepreneurs. And now that we're educating children on how to do it too, we're actually finding something that's absolutely amazing. Children have a natural tendency to be entrepreneurs. We are the ones that train them to not be. And we actually drill it out of them. And I did this experiment where I took 150 adults in the room, gave them a piece of paper, and I said, draw a birdhouse. They all drew the same birdhouse. Had a roof, a little square body, little hole where the bird comes out. All of them had the same birdhouse. What that showed me was they're mentally dead. They have now stopped thinking, envisioning, being creative. Go to the same 150, but this time instead of adults, make it 5-year-olds and say, draw me a birdhouse. You will have 150 different birdhouses, which means there's creativity when they're 5, and they lost creativity when they're 20 or 30 or 40. So now, if you take that into, put it into real life application, you have these kids who are getting A's, they're well educated, but they graduate from school and they don't know how to make it because they're no longer thinking creatively because we killed it. And unfortunately, the more education we put in a kid, the more of the focus we put on the actual data of the information that they learn, the worse they become when it comes to practical application in life.